Alright, you ready, Lismore?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Read this in your best announcer voice.
Do you want me to read it in a best announcer voice? Or like,
what I
welcome! Or do you want the El De Niro?
Nah, do your announcer voice.
The El De Niro is fucking terrible.
That's true. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go.
New Year's Eve was as boring as heaven. I watched flies fuck on channel 11. There was no one to kiss. There was nothing to drink except some old rotten milk someone left in the sink. And there's no ring on the phone anymore. There's no reason to call. I passed out on the floor. Smoked myself stupid and drank my insides raisin dry. But at the right place at the right time, I'll be dead long and you'll be just fine. I won't have to quit doing fucked up shit for anyone but me. At the right place at the right time, it'll be worth it to stand in line. You won't have to stop saying out of cops for anyone but me, your private eye.
No power in the verse can stop me.
What's going on, guys? Coming at you live from the Serpent Segway, it's the mind-infiltrating, human-hating, content-aggregating, suspenseful, self-containing podcast, The Midnight Hour, year in review special.
I'm amazed you actually got all of the words right, to be honest.
Yeah.
Except the word human, which he always...
Yeah, there was basically no stopping there. The humans.
He is a human hater.
So,
Why do you-
how have you guys been? Actually, let me introduce my guest.
I died.
Right place at the right time, I'll be dead running, you'll be just fine. I won't have to quit doing fucked up shit for anyone but me. At the right place at the right time, it will have been worth it to stand in line. And you won't have to stop saying that I'm cops for anyone but me, your private eye.
First of all, from the bottom of the ocean, the guy who's the original co-host of the show, Jack Swagasaurus.
And the crowd goes mild.
From Wizbeck, which will always be known as Wizbeck, the man who cannot pronounce words such as human, it's Loosemore! And Jack Brown. So how have you guys been?
Alright.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've been in it.
Yeah, we have been.
Yeah.
We are
I've not
being.
come back yet.
You
We are-
listen
we
to
are-
this fucking gibberish. Imagine having to fucking, like, just...
I feel sorry for people that actually decide, oh, maybe this one will be good.
Yeah,
And then
I know.
try to do it.
Fucking hell. Like,
Oh, let's just get this shit.
abysmal. So bad. So it's the year in review episode, yay!
Yeah, boo.
How was your 2015?
Who?
Everybody. At the same time.
This is where it becomes a shambles when you ask everyone.
All right, Jack Brown, how was
Just
your
ask them
2015?
large, vague questions.
How was my 2015?
Yeah.
It was right. Been busy.
Yeah. Did you like it better
Things
than...
different pies. Yeah. Yeah.
You're trying to tell me that you started dealing drugs this year.
I've stopped doing them.
Okay.
Oh,
Which
well,
is-
that's
which is
positive.
Yeah, that is a positive.
It's a
yeah.
Christmas miracle.
Even though you were in New York, you didn't do any over there.
Nah.
Wow, that sounds an
No.
awful lot like yes.
I think New York State does that nice, didn't
It's
it?
not. I haven't. I'm
That's
clean.
good. We're all proud of you.
Oh no. I know you are worried.
Yeah. Did you like it better than 2014?
Yeah. It was pretty much the same. Not much happened.
That's good to hear. I imagine not much does in your mind.
No.
Loosemore, different question. How many walkers have you killed?
Ooh. There's one yesterday, so that's...
How many people have you killed?
Less. Well, no, more. Actually, more. There's a bus.
You got that school.
Yeah.
How was your 2015?
It was okay. Stuff happened, stuff didn't happen.
Fucking hell.
It's in my top 10 years of the noughties, I think. That's the thing.
Is it the noise?
Not as good as 2007, which was a bloody good year, but that's, you know.
What was so good
Are we,
about
are we still in the
2007?
noughties? No, we're in the 10s.
What happened in 2007? What happened in
Why was
2007?
2007 so good? Yeah.
I generally can't remember, I just pulled it out of a hat.
Yeah, so what is the noise? Is that 2000 to
That's
2009.
2000 to 2009, yeah.
Oh, is it?
fucking
So what are we in now? The
dreadful,
10?
Yeah, the double O's.
Like,
The teens?
yeah, I don't know.
The teenies?
What happens when it's 20? The
The 20s?
NTs?
The 20s, yeah.
Oh, you're with your 20s, wasn't it?
Like, in the future, this will be the early 2000s. Like, the way it's the early
Yeah.
1900s.
Yeah.
There's no 1910 to 1920 is just,
Doesn't exist.
yeah, it's the early 1900s.
Everyone forgets about it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. None of it. None of the stuff that happened then counts. Like,
Was there a war then? I just can't remember.
Industrial Revolution, what even is that? You know,
Yeah.
the only Industrial Revolution I care about is the revolution of industrial music. Am I right?
We'll forget the
Yeah.
first.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Other Jack,
Yes.
how was your 2015? It was all right. Stuff happened. Everyone's happy with that response.
Yeah, things happened, stuff
You've been
happened.
busy, haven't you? You're in Canada.
Yeah, I went places, I did things. I'm alive,
You
to be
did
honest.
stuff. It made up most of your year off college.
Yeah, it's true. You know, I had a job, I did my job, I was good at it, and then I went to a different country, and then a different country just after that, and then back home.
It's just a
and-
different country again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Bambi if you watch it in reverse.
Yeah, exactly, it really is.
Yeah.
Except my life's a lot less interesting.
And your mother's never been shot by a deer.
Well, there was
Whoa.
this one time.
Yeah, I thought
By
so.
a deer.
What did you say, Jack?
Shot by a deer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's in reverse, isn't it, Jack? Like, he's
Oh,
a
yeah.
human,
Yeah.
isn't he? He's not a...
He's a human!
Whatever.
Or is he dancer?
I don't know why. Fuck, furious. Oh no,
This is off to a great start.
Yeah, I know. This is dreadful. Will we start with reviewing something from 2015?
Yeah.
Ooh, but
Why not?
how was your year, though, Al? Like, you didn't talk about your
Yeah.
year.
My year was really fucking good.
Alright,
I
enough
really
of that. Let's talk
liked
about the list.
Onto the list.
it. My
Moving
show
swiftly
and I've
on.
just kicked loose more out of the call. So that's what happened. In all seriousness, I actually had a really good year. I didn't get any stupid tattoos that I regret.
Sure.
Got my hair cut a couple of times. Got a job which is going really, really well, and I really like it. I got glasses. That's something that I've been to do
Yeah.
all my life. You
Nerd.
have glasses. Literally everyone in this call has glasses.
I don't wear them.
Okay.
Nerd.
I don't wear...
What a bunch of twats you all are.
Only glad you grouped us all together for another podcast.
Well, yeah, well, you know, it's just what you've got to do. Yeah, other than that, yeah, no, it was pretty good. It's really good to have a job, isn't it? Like, it's good to have a steady
Yeah.
stream of money that's actually money you can live on instead of, you know, YouTube money, which,
Gets you a Chinese every now and then.
yeah, exactly that. You
That's
might
the
have some.
advertisement for YouTube, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Oh no,
It
right.
gets
Oh
you a
no.
Chinese every now and again.
For anyone out there who wants to be a YouTuber and you want to make money from it, like, do
Don't
it. It's so
really
easy.
easy.
Like, all you do is just put up videos and talk. Like, it is the easiest job in the world, and anyone can do it. And that's why people are so critical of YouTubers, is because it is just such an easy job. Like, ask anyone who is a professional YouTuber and they'll tell you, oh yeah, this is the easiest job in the world, man. I don't even have to think about
Man, dude.
titles or anything. So yeah, that's pretty good. Oh yeah, another thing in 2015 was that my YouTube channel fell off a cliff, which was pretty
Like
good.
always should have.
Yeah, it got like really bad towards the end, but thankfully I managed to stop uploading videos forever. And then when I thought I was back, I was all excited for FIFA 16, and it turned out to be a dreadful game. So
It is fucking awful.
isn't it just FIFA 15 though?
And shitter.
Yeah, exactly. They've actually patched it, and the patch has somehow made it even more unplayable.
The whole massive feature with last year that they, where the linesman sniffs, they've got rid of that now. That was really upsetting.
That's the only
Oh,
reason
yeah.
I ever played it.
Oh yeah, where the linesman just spontaneously developed Tourette's.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, really good. But they got rid of that. The new thing seems to be that everything is a penalty.
Oh yeah.
And not just us playing clubs, everything's a penalty, but like the ref just gives a penalty.
Not me Roy Keating people being a penalty, but
No.
everything. Like,
We did really well with the club series this year, didn't we? We got to
did we do
4
one
episodes.
episode?
4, we did.
Let's say one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole one
It's
episode.
good to have you back.
Yeah.
Love a person that can talk. Should we start with what's the best video game of 2015?
Well, it's not FIFA, is it?
It's
Ooh.
definitely not. In fact, let's start with what the
Definitely not, no,
worst
yeah.
video game of 2015.
I think it's FIFA.
I think it'd be FIFA. That's in my vote.
So bad I didn't even bother buying it.
Yeah, and like you're better off, to be honest. It's
Yeah.
just and
Yeah.
like FIFA views across the board are down, right? And it's not in the sort of way that COD views went down, where it was like, like we're sick of this, the same thing over and over and over. Like football is always relevant, and it's always going to
Yeah.
be a thing that will have a definite, consistent number of viewers or whatever. But
I mean,
like,
didn't COD die because COD died?
pretty much, yeah. Like
Yeah,
Ghosts
but that
was-
didn't happen with FIFA.
Do you know what? Actually, have you guys played Black Ops 3?
I have.
No.
I own it.
I don't
I
really
played.
like it that much.
I don't know what, I enjoyed it at the start, but you kind of get into the same routine as I was used to, where
It
the same as
feels-
FIFA. At the start, you're like, yeah, they've actually done it well this time. Then over time, it's like, this is pretty shit now, actually.
I think, and this is, I know this is the polar opposite of most people's opinion, but it feels like Ghosts, except you can jump. It feels the exact same as COD Ghosts to me, except you can jump.
The Love Ghosts. Did we play it? Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we played Ghosts.
That was shit.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's fucking-
I haven't played a Call of Duty since Black Ops 2.
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was really good.
It
Yeah.
got better with age, though. It was dreadful when it first came out.
Oh yeah, it was atrocious.
Most Treyarch games tend to be, though.
Yeah.
It takes them so long to find their footing. Like, I don't know, they're always sort of plagued with, technical errors. And
But then they always follow it up by the fact that they will patch it to shit until it works.
yeah, or like Raven Software come along and fix it for them.
Yeah.
And, David Vonderhaar laughs all the way to the bank.
hmm
I've met David Vonderhaar.
So have I.
Yeah, we met him at the same time, actually.
Yeah.
Forgot about
Yeah.
Gay.
Yeah. It was actually
it. It
very
was
gay.
really gay, yeah.
It was really gay. It was a Call of Duty Black Ops party. So
Oh,
I'm
God,
not really
that's
sure it
not
actually
gay.
gets much gayer than that.
I mean, COD fell off a cliff, obviously, like it should have.
Yeah, like it deserved to.
Yeah.
Uh,
But I don't know if COD's as bad as we make it out to be.
I think it's a
Well,
fine
it's just
game.
not it's just not the same as what we used not
No.
what we're used to, but what we once enjoyed.
That's the problem with it, is that when I go on it,
It's nostalgia.
I'm just filled
Yeah.
with nostalgia for the previous
Yeah.
game, and like even when I'm playing the new one, I'm just like, oh, would they just release Modern Warfare 2 on PS4?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's what
like
I think. Just
yeah.
get a fucking same group of people back together, and then
Yeah.
except Sned.
There's a reference that everyone at home will get.
Yeah. Or Bill Man.
Yeah, I guess FIFA would be the worst game of 2015 for me. What would the best be for you guys? Starting with Loosemore.
I'd probably say that the most enjoyment I've got out of a game consistently was probably Rocket League for about 2 months.
Yeah.
That game is fucking great.
Like, and if you take into account it's a free game, like it's quite clearly the best game.
It
in
was
my
free.
opinion.
You have to pay for it now.
I mean,
Oh yeah, when we
I-
got
if
it,
it came
now.
out,
yeah.
if it came out, I'd happily pay full price for it because it was generally worth it.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
pay. I wouldn't pay €60 for it.
It wasn't 60. It came out for like, it was like 16 quid, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but
Yeah.
like Jack said, full price. I just took
Ah, right,
the full
yeah.
game price. But yeah,
Yeah, it's not the same as like a FIFA or a thing like that where they can
No,
actually
yeah.
cost 60 or 50 quid.
It's interesting how much exposure like minimalist games get nowadays. Like mobile games are ridiculously popular, and games on like tablets and stuff like that. That's making like a huge comeback. Like kind of like almost Tamagotchi level or like Tetris level games are just massive. Like Angry Birds and stuff like that. It's mental how the most minimal components of a video game are actually rivaling what is like obviously the most outrageously technologically advanced era of gaming in the world. Like
Yeah, I mean you can't doubt they put a lot of effort into making Call of Duty.
yeah,
Oh no,
But,
yeah.
but it's not as good as things like Rocket League, where it is literally you drive around in cars, you hit a ball.
Yeah.
but it's
But I think
so entertaining.
the fun you can have for like a month playing that consistently is just as fun as playing a fucking card, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's not.
Yeah.
There's not the fun value is no different. I mean, except one game, it's obviously a platinum, whatever they call them, games, and the other one,
The year is ending really strongly for games with Metal Gear Solid 5, which-
Fallout 4.
Yeah, Fallout 4, and then
Oh man.
Battlefront as well came out.
Yeah.
I didn't end up getting Battlefront.
Oh, did you not? I got it. It's quite good. The space battles are fucking unreal. Well, they're not in space, but they're in the sky. It's a beautiful game, though. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's-
Well, I played the beta, didn't I?
yeah. We played that actually. I think I played like 4 games,
Yeah.
and
Before deciding you weren't going to get it, and then you did.
and then I got it the day it came out. Yeah, no, it's really good though. It's really just, I don't know, DICE and EA, when they make a game like that, it's always incredible. Like Battlefield 4 was so good.
I mean, that's on next gen. That is the best game I've ever played. I think.
I think Battlefront will rival it. I think you need to get Battlefront.
Yeah, I think not.
I'll probably get it after Christmas, maybe.
I thought you would have had it already.
No, I haven't got it yet.
Oh, weird. Yeah, so, what? I don't even know what my favourite game from all of those would be out of the ones that I got. I think the one that I play the most is definitely Rocket League.
Yeah.
I'd kind of be inclined to go for that. By the way, side note, I'm really excited to play GTA on Christmas Day again in the snow.
Oh fuck! I forgot about that.
Hopefully that
Yeah.
fucking Team Lizard or whatever don't take down PSN and ruin the snow again. Like they
Oh yeah. Was that last Christmas?
last Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
last Christmas.
Remember, we were all like really excited about playing in the snow.
But didn't GTA they put snow back on, didn't they?
No, they didn't
Yeah.
put snow back on. They put the Christmas trees and the presents and the Christmas.
They stayed on for a
covers.
little while longer, didn't they?
Yeah, but they didn't do the snow again. The wankers.
Bastards.
You should have an option for snow. Like, I don't know, it's just such a novelty that it makes it.
Mm.
It's the novelty of Christmas. It's just a real thing. But yeah, I don't know. Best game. Would it be Rocket League?
Mine would be Rocket League.
I think mine's obviously I went for an actual game and not. I mean, Rocket League is obviously a game, but I'd probably say maybe the Batman game that came out, Arkham Knight. But other than that, yeah, Rocket League for what it is, it's clearly the best game, and this is the most fun I've had.
I haven't really played enough games for it to, above than sort of Rocket League.
Yeah.
But I've played games that not many people will play, like NHL. That was a good game this year, and things like. But
They're
FIFA,
struggling for customers at the moment.
what, NHL?
You said I play games that not many people play.
Well, not people that would listen to the podcast.
Yeah, I suppose.
My vote is always going to go to Fallout 4 for this year.
Have you played it and completed it and everything?
I've completed it, yeah.
How was it?
Amazing.
It's a shame you don't have
Absolutely
a platform
amazing.
of co-hosts who listened. Or
I know.
Yeah, you'd think for people like us who play a lot of games, you think more than one of us would play Fallout 4.
Especially
Yeah.
me, because it's got everything I love. Like, it's
Yeah.
alternate reality,
Dystopian future, yeah.
That kind of retro futurism.
Yeah. I was going to say steampunk, but that's literally the worst term.
Stick some gears on it and it's steampunk.
Yeah. But, yeah, I wish I played that game, but
Oh,
I
it's
feel
amazing.
like
It's absolutely amazing.
I feel like it's too much now to go
I
back.
think you have to be really into Fallout 4 into Fallout to be able to really appreciate how good it is.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, maybe. But I mean, I'd still recommend. I mean, you can get the Fallout. You can get Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas on Steam for like £4 in the sale or something like that. You can get both of them for ridiculously cheap.
Yeah.
I'd always recommend to everyone to get them and just play them whenever you have time.
Oh, you're a fucking salesman or something.
Yes, I am actually. I think you'll find.
Tell me what to do.
This has been sponsored by Fallout.
The Beyond Two Souls is on the PS4 store for like 16 quid or something. I'm probably gonna get that and play it because Ellen Page, and also it's a pretty good game. And Heavy Rain is coming out next year on PS4.
Sweet.
That's pretty
What?
good.
Heavy Rain?
The same one
Yeah.
that was on PS3.
Yeah.
Oh god, did any of you guys actually play it on PS3?
No.
Oh man, I did. I got about halfway.
I was wondering what you was going to say.
I was
something.
waiting for like a comment.
And I was like,
No,
yes.
I was halfway between giving out a spoiler, but I decided not to
Oh, good. Yeah, no.
because I'm a good person like that.
I will definitely play it. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're all in agreement. Rocket League.
Do you know what? I haven't played Rocket League, but I have played the like
The
first
group.
iteration of that game. Like they had out like 4 or 5 years ago, and
Yeah,
that was amazing. So yeah, Rocket League.
well done.
What category could we do next? Movie?
Best
Movie.
film.
I literally haven't watched a film this year.
Not a single one.
You've watched 0 films.
Not a film that came out this year.
Mad Max.
Didn't you watch Jurassic Park, Jack? Jurassic World, sorry.
I
Yeah.
did watch that.
Was that this year?
That was last year.
That was this year.
No, it was this year.
I'm
We're in
almost
December now. You remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm almost
Yeah,
certain
oh.
it was this year.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was.
Jurassic World, May 29th. Yeah, Jurassic World. That's not even the start of the year. That was midway through this year.
Yeah.
Jurassic World.
Proving that Jack can't remember anything past June.
It was
It's
6 months
29.
ago, basically. Like,
It's May 29th.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one.
That's the only.
I fucking love it. Like, Jack just says the first thing he thinks of, and that's his favourite thing, and he didn't even think of it himself. He had to be told it.
I want to go with Mad Max. 'Cause that was fucking epic.
I think objectively speaking, Mad Max is absolutely the best film of 2015, and possibly the best film of like the decade so far.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
It's
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it either.
Have you
Yeah.
not seen it? I really thought, like, you will really love it, Jack, because it's got all of the
Oh,
like the,
which Jack?
Jack,
Ooh.
film studies, Jack, who studies
Yeah.
film.
Oh yes, that's not me.
But I can hear you thinking, did I?
Did I study
I-
film? Did I study? No.
What did I study at Essex University?
How to be from Essex. And I'm fucking nailing it.
You're not wrong. But yeah, no, it's just that I've never seen a movie with better editing in it. Like, it's fucking crazy good. Like, the soundtrack, you know, everyone's seen the thing of the guy with the guitar standing on the thing that's, and he plays, when you watch the movie, his playing and the chord movement and just everything, like the drums he hits, it all syncs in perfectly with the actual soundtrack that's going on. And I just think that's fucking unbelievably well done.
It's kind of hard to describe as well. Like, if you describe to someone what actually happens in Mad Max, you kind of like, there's no real story.
Literally, yeah.
And they kind of
Is it just
drive
a car
from one
chase
place
across the
and then
desert?
drive back again. But that doesn't do the movie justice whatsoever, I guess.
No, it's just, I don't know, it's crazy good. I think you could watch it as just a study on how to edit a movie perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, just everything besides the actual story and the movie itself, just the way it's presented is one of the most beautiful things I've seen in cinema since, like, I don't know, American Pie 2.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. Yeah.
I was a big fan this year of Ex Machina.
Yeah, I was going to say that too.
Did that come
Yeah.
out this year?
Oh,
Or was it the end
yeah.
of last year?
No, it was-
24th of April.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
the soundtrack to that movie was really good as well.
It was.
Yeah.
That guy, Standard Gabriel, whatever his name is, he was great in it.
Mm.
Spent the whole time trying to wonder where the fuck I knew him from, and then I looked him up, and it turns out he's the guy from Drive, and I had no idea, because he looks like a computer programmer hipster nerd, but in Drive he looks like a Hispanic gang member.
He's in Star Wars this year as well, isn't he? At the end of the year.
Oscar Isaac, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's pretty
Is
cool.
this like a X-Wing pilot or something yeah.
I suppose it is worth mentioning that the best movie of 2015 isn't actually out until next week.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, by the time you're
Yeah.
listening to this, it has already come out, and yeah.
We've all
And
seen
therefore
it
it
7
is now the
times,
best,
The
yeah.
Force Awakens was definitely the best movie this year, yeah.
Is that coming out soon?
Coming
fuck's
out
Have you not seen the posters?
this day next week.
Have you not seen all of the the cereals and every
No, I haven't
single
got
food
proper
item?
cereals like you.
Oh. Yeah, Star Wars has been everywhere, Jack. Where have you been?
Yeah. It actually magical that you've managed to miss any of all of the hype.
Of a massive, like,
So
cultural
impressive.
phenomenon.
It's so impressive.
Yeah.
It'll make like $1 billion in the next 3 weeks, and Jack's like,
Yeah, I know it will. It will obviously be the highest of all time, won't it?
It's already the highest of all time on pre-sales alone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's sold over 6 billion. No, I made that up.
Somehow.
Everything's a record nowadays.
It sold 8 billion tickets.
Yeah, it sold 8 billion tickets in the first 20 minutes.
Somehow beating out Chris Pratt and his Raptors.
Yeah, exactly. Chris Pratt is in it as well.
No, it's
not
not.
in Star Wars.
No, he's not, but, you know.
I'd watch if he was.
Did any of you guys see The Martian?
Yeah, I thought it
Yeah,
was okay.
that was brilliant. I
I
really
actually
enjoyed it.
genuinely thought it was really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the kind of that dry, sarcastic humour worked really well for me.
I think
Yeah.
it was much better than
Around
the Christopher Nolan movie that came out the year before. That was like,
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
Yeah.
You thought The Martian was better than Interstellar?
I did actually genuinely. Yeah.
I don't mean that in a "whoa, you fucking idiot" kind of way. I mean it in a like I'm really surprised kind of way because
No, I enjoyed it Interstellar, but like I thought like The Martian, just I don't know, I just enjoyed it more. I think.
I thought The Martian was just a big pile of like previous space movies mixed with modern day action. It was like a Marvel version of Mission to Mars or something. Like the whole like Matt Damon, the way he spoke in it was very much like how all of the Marvel heroes talk. Like they do something and then they look at the camera and wink and say, "Oh." Yeah, like you know what I mean, like
the Robert Downey Jr. School of Acting.
like yeah, like Thor hits like Robert Downey Jr. in the face, and then like Hulk looks into the camera and winks and goes, "Looks like someone got hammered," like that kind of thing.
Oh, God.
That's what The Martian felt like to me. I don't like the way that Matt Damon was just like, "How am I going to do this? I'm going to science the shit out of it." And that was basically how they explained every piece of science in the whole movie. Was he's sciencing some really good stuff there.
He's going to do the science stuff,
Yeah.
and then it
Yeah.
will fix it, and it will work.
Let's consult our head NASA scientist to see how we're going to do the thing. And then he's like, "Oh, well, I'm going to do this thing and then this thing, and I'm going to fly this pen around this person's head and make some cocky, arrogant kind of comments that point to how, you know, socially inept I am, but ultimately how funny and confident I am." And then Captain Numbers will go, "Yeah, I've run the numbers. It all checks out." And like that's the movie. There was never a doubt in my mind as to how it was gonna go, and then they managed to like shoehorn a scene in it that, spoiler alert, like makes the Chinese come across as amazing, so that they could sell more tickets overseas to the Chinese market. And it's just so like, I don't know. It was a good movie. It's a solid 7. But
I was just disappointed they didn't call the potatoes poo-tatoes. see what I did there?
it's funny. Like I said, probably about 2,500 words about it, and you're like, yeah, you know,
Yeah, but potatoes.
shit joke. Yeah.
No, but seriously, yeah, you're right. No, actually, I don't agree with you at all. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
No, it's fine. Like
I understand everything you said, but I completely disagree.
I fully get why it's enjoyable. I think I just went into it expecting so much more than a fairly standard space movie that had really nice effects and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, it was a little bit more cutting in its humor and stuff, but other than that, I just thought it was fairly standard. I don't know. I was largely unimpressed. It was a shit movie.
Telling me? Are
4
you
out of
telling
10.
me you didn't? Are you telling me you didn't enjoy the fact that Sean Bean was in a movie and he didn't die?
That's just they just did that. To
It's
be
open to
different.
debate that he didn't die. I mean, he was playing golf at the end. How do we know he didn't die on the golf course? You know.
Yeah, or
People do get
how do
struck
we
by
know that he
lightning.
didn't die when the Earth was wiped out by Martians?
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Yeah,
Spoilers.
I'm not going to watch that film now.
you're going to be better
That's my
off for
that's
it,
my
but-
favourite Christmas film.
Next is
David
gonna
Ray.
watch Jurassic World again.
Gonna watch that all through Christmas Day.
It's interesting that Jack Brown has only seen 4 movies, and like 3 of them are Nemo, and then like there's Up,
Yeah, but why do I need to see any others?
3 of them are Nemo.
Finding Nemo, Independence Day,
The new one comes out next year.
Re-Finding Nemo.
I'm very excited for that.
Finding Nemo 2, Finding Nemoer.
Parental negligence. Nah, Finding Dory. I'm excited for that.
Dory fucks up this time, does she?
Well, she always fucks up.
She can't fucking remember what she's doing.
She doesn't know who she is.
Yeah. That's the real tragedy of it.
Uh,
Any of you guys see Sicario? That came out this year.
I meant to, but I didn't. So.
Emily Blunt, was it?
Yes, and fucking that guy.
Benicio del Toro.
Yes, thank you. Jesus Christ,
I
I had
did
Robert
see it.
Rodriguez in my head, and I couldn't.
But yeah, I really liked her in what was that movie? Edge of Tomorrow with like Emily Blunt.
That's a great movie.
Yeah. Did that came out last year, didn't it?
Yeah, I watched that. That was good.
Josh Brolin is in Sicario, but also Everest. Did you guys see Everest?
No.
No.
I thought it was only okay as well.
Did they manage to scale it?
Yes, and one of them did it shirtless, which I thought was in bad taste.
That's sexual.
Yeah.
That's needlessly sexual.
The way it is.
Like so many things in my life, that is needlessly sexual.
What about Straight Outta Compton?
Yeah, I
I'm
did see it.
still meaning
but,
to see it, yeah.
I mean, didn't you have an episode where you talked about Straight Outta Compton?
Was that the Midnight Hour episode 44? Straight Outta Compton.
Yes, it was.
I do remember that one, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose I have already talked about it. There was also The Lobster. I thought that was really good. Anyone see that?
No.
It's really good, right? Colin Farrell is in it, and it's a really what's the word when it's unusual for the sake of being unusual almost. Isn't there a word for that in film? Jack, you probably know.
Quirky.
No, I don't know that actually.
Okay, thanks, man. That's really gonna annoy me till I find out what that word is. But yeah, so it's set in a dystopian future, and they walk through this part of the city in it, which is really fancy looking, and it's where I work. It's filmed in Dublin, and it's the place that I work, and where I work is a place where someone was writing a movie and thought, dystopian, what fills you with dread and fear? This place, and that's where I work. But I just thought that was an interesting little side note.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting, not the word I would have chosen.
Out of 10, what would you give it?
4.
Cool.
I'd give it an 8. I think I have given it an 8.
So, did we decide what best film is this year?
Yeah, it's one
Best
that we
film?
haven't spoke about yet. Seven
It's-
Fast, Seven Furious.
Yes,
Oh,
Yes.
God.
always.
How good
That was
was it, though?
magnificent.
It was really good.
It was good.
Do you know
yeah.
what? I will never not enjoy a Fast and Furious film.
I think if you don't...
To be honest, I didn't really care about Paul Walker or when he died, and then I did care when I saw the movie. That's how good the movie is.
It's true,
It makes
yeah.
me care about the death of an actor I didn't care about.
It makes you care about the death of a man who, let's be honest, was not a good actor and was really only there because he was attractive, and that's pretty much like what happened. And then at that, yeah, you all know what I'm talking about. That part in it, that was really sad.
It was genuinely sad. It made me care about him.
One of the greatest scenes in cinema history, perhaps, is this happens within the first 20 minutes or so this isn't a spoiler or anything, but there's a part where Jason Statham and Vin Diesel are both in fast cars, and they're about maybe 50 meters away from each other, looking at each other through the windscreen, and they're going like vroom vroom, and then Vin Diesel's car is like no vroom vroom, and then they start like revving up. And there's so much testosterone that you don't think it can actually get any more manly. And then the two of them drive towards each other and crash into each other, head-on collision. I don't think either of them were wearing a seatbelt.
No.
And they both get out of the cars, obviously injured, and start
proceed.
beating the shit out of each other.
With parts of the totaled cars.
Yeah, and like I was watching it thinking this is ridiculous, and then my chest just started to grow hair. It was really weird. There was just so much manliness going on that I just couldn't deal with it anymore, and I became a man from watching that movie. It's
Do you know what? I think that scene just sets the tone for the whole movie.
yeah,
It really does.
and it's not even the only time in the movie where that happens. So.
No, when something that ridiculous happens.
Isn't there like an end part of the, like the spoiler alert? But there's a bit at the end where they start just hitting each other with pipes.
Yeah.
Is that a scene?
Yeah.
But they're fine. Like they just start hitting each other with pipes, and they just keep hitting each other with pipes.
I love the way The Rock looks on cinema. Like, just he is like 4 Vin Diesels.
Yeah, he's mad. Yeah.
fucking gigantic.
And when he strolls through under that bridge with a fucking minigun.
Yeah, yeah, that was so Terminator-esque.
Yeah.
But yeah, the whole movie was just absolutely fucking outrageous. And the guy as well, the Mr. Universe. Is that his name? Mr. Nobody.
What are you
What the
talking
fuck
about?
is his name?
What?
The guy in it, the Kurt Russell. What's his name?
Oh, the guy from like the FBI or whatever it was.
Mr. Nobody, isn't it?
Was it? Oh, I can't
His
remember.
name is Mr. Nobody, I think. But when he's like, "Oh, here, you want some Belgian pale ale?" And then Vin Diesel's like, "No, I'm more of a Corona man." And he's like, "Oh, okay, here's some Corona." And he pulls out a bucket of Corona as if it's an advert for Corona.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then throughout
Yeah.
the movie, there are numerous references to Corona. So
Yeah.
good product placement. I legitimately bought like 3 crates of Corona after watching the movie. So for that reason, Furious 7 is my number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually know what the
That's
movie
fair.
this year put a car from one skyscraper into another skyscraper. So
Into
Yeah,
another
that's true.
skyscraper.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Forgot that. Triple layer.
Mm.
Mm,
Yeah, amazing.
that was magical.
But Mad Max was just slightly better, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're all in agreement. We move on to album of the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber.
Have you actually listened to his album?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
I actually have, which
have
is
not.
the most worrying thing about this whole year.
How good?
It's weird that eventually, like, everyone will be a believer, and I won't know how it's happened, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's weird. Justin Timberlake used to be in NSYNC.
true.
And
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
NSYNC don't have any good songs. They're not like
Bye Bye Bye.
no, that's not good. You see,
It's not
Like,
good. No,
if
they've
you
got no good
compare it
songs.
with any Backstreet
It's not good.
Boys
It's
song-
excellent.
No,
They're not the Backstreet Boys,
Yeah,
but then
exactly.
can you name any member of the Backstreet Boys? No.
No, but
Yeah.
Backstreet Boys had some really good songs. Like Larger Than Life is a great. If you like metal music and you listen to Larger Than Life and you pretend that you don't like it, you're a liar. Like it's literally a metal song. It just happens to be sang by a boy band or whatever. Like Backstreet Boys, good songs. NSYNC, not good songs. Justin Timberlake, good songs. Which is why I'm not surprised by Justin Bieber's transition to good singer guy. But
Good singer guy.
what do you mean is a really good song? I really like
Yeah.
Sorry as well.
Sorry, yeah.
Haven't heard any of the others. I don't really care to either. But
Love Yourself's a pretty good song.
Yeah, Love Yourself's pretty good actually.
I think Ed Sheeran wrote some of that.
He's good. Yeah, he's
Ed,
good at the
Ed
he's good at the
Sheeran's a good plasticine human being. Yeah.
Is
I
there a
maintain the
guy
fact.
from Ex Machina?
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly the one. All ginger people are exactly the same one human being, and it's all Ed Sheeran. Yeah.
Forgot that half the
Someone.
people on this are fucking Twitter as well.
You fucking prick.
Yeah.
They do look alike though. If you were to look at just their hair color.
Yeah, you're right.
If
No,
you
you're
were
right,
to
yeah.
try and mould Domhnall Gleeson in plasticine and then squashed him down and melted him slightly with a lighter and stuck pubes on his face, then yes, you would have Ed Sheeran.
It's pronounced Domhnall.
Same difference. Like you know anything.
It's an Irish name. Hey.
That was the joke.
I know. As soon as I said hey, that was me being like
I've been duped.
yeah, I've been had. So we're all saying Justin Bieber's album, are we?
Yeah,
Pretty sure
I think
that's-
so.
Well,
Yeah.
like One Direction up there as well. I really
It's
like
not
that
as
one.
if it's not as if like Kendrick Lamar released anything. This
The
year.
Weeknd, yeah.
Yeah, The Weeknd, right? The Weeknd's album Beauty Behind the Madness is
That's
really,
really
good,
good.
right? You know the album cover where it's kind of like a messed up, like it's a photograph with a little bit cut out under his nose.
Yeah.
around His nose. So I thought that was like one of those braces that people have around their heads when they're unpopular nerds in an
I just kind of
American-
assumed
Oh, like he's got a bad spine or something.
Yeah, I thought it was one of those things.
I just assumed it was because most of his songs are about cocaine addiction,
Yeah, that works as well.
That
which
might be it.
which actually is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hmm.
That's a
But you're saying he's not like a 11-year-old with a bad spine? Is that what you're saying, Joe?
That is what I'm implying.
I don't think that's.
Well, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah. I was thinking about this all day, what my favourite 2015 album is, and I think it's, if you're reading this, it's too late. Even though it's not an album, and Kendrick Lamar's To Pimp a Butterfly is better, I just think that, I don't know, if you're reading this, it's too late, just had everything that I like about Drake in it, so I just preferred it, I don't know.
They have lots of
Lots of he does this really cool thing now where like he can say whatever he wants as long as he spaces out the words enough that it all fits in together. Like there's in Six God, I think he says like Bentley's last year and fits it into about 7 syllables, and it's just pretty impressive. Yeah, no, he's really good. Like he released a double album with Future called What a Time to Be Alive. Like that was his second album of 2015, and I'm still really fucking disappointed that he hasn't released Views from the Six before the year is over. And like,
But
I
it
don't
also
think
didn't he release like Hotline Bling, and that's from not anything. Is
Hotline
that
Bling back.
Is that from an album?
That's
Right
going to
Hand.
be from the. He's got one coming out next year, isn't he?
Yeah, that's not going to be on it though.
Or is it not?
No,
Did he just release that as a sort of like?
he released
But
it.
it's,
As
it's tremendous. I
he
mean,
released it
it's-
as a free song on SoundCloud.
yeah,
That's
It's
how
them.
fucking good he is.
yeah.
Like I don't know.
Damn.
He also released Back to Back, which is nominated for a Grammy. I was so baffled about how the Grammys come up with the stuff that they do. Like, but it turns out that Drake's label didn't submit Hotline Bling, so whatever. They didn't submit it in time or something. But for me, like the two best albums of 2015, in terms of what I enjoyed the most, are If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, and To Pimp a Butterfly, and they're very, very close. Very different albums, but I think Kendrick and Drake are similar in weird ways, but I don't know which one I would pick. There's also Coming Up for Air by Codaline, which a lot of people will be like, oh, why didn't you say this? I heard it in 2014, so to me it's a 2014 album. So that's how I
All my
met that
friends in the
statement.
band.
Yeah. Okay.
You scum.
I also liked the Games documentary part 2. and I was really. What was it? What was the worst album of the year? Do you think?
Hilary
Mix.
Duff released a new album.
You know, it's
To be honest, I really enjoyed Taylor Swift's album as well. Like
That was in 2014.
That was 2014. What,
was it?
19?
but it is timeless.
That was in 1989, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was 1989. Yeah, of course.
Little Mix's album was really good. Okay, maybe not.
The silence.
I don't even know what that is. Is that like that? Is that like that Pixie Lot thing or something?
What?
Yeah, they're the same thing.
What
Yeah.
is that?
Move on.
all
What
the
did you
same.
even say?
Little Mix.
What are the words that you're saying?
Little Mix.
Little Mix.
What are you?
What's
Mix.
what's Little Mix?
I don't care. Fuck you.
I'm not even judging you. I just don't know what it is.
I like that Jack was committed to saying their album was good, and then Elle questions him on it because he genuinely doesn't know who they are, and Jack's like, "No, I really don't give a shit about them enough to tell you."
Jack just picked up his ball and started walking away.
I'm done.
Oh, man.
I thought Compton was really good by Dr. Dre.
I'm not talking anymore.
Fucking hell.
Doing a protest.
Against what? What is your problem? I don't even get what you're offended
Not enough
about.
recognition for Little Mix on the pod.
Do you want me to play? Will I play one of their? Is it them?
Yes.
Will I play one of their songs? Would that make you feel better?
You'll know it.
I'm
You
not
know who
gonna
they are, don't you?
Play a song of their little.
You know who they are, don't you?
The
one you'll know is Black Magic.
Is that not a Rick Ross's new
Oh,
album?
fuck you.
I'm just staying quiet just to enjoy the shitstorm that is this.
You listen to it now?
No, I'm watching the advert before it.
Oh, good. Use Adblock, you twat.
No, I don't use AdBlock. I'm a YouTuber.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So did Elle.
Imagine
So
a
did Elle.
podcast where someone listens to what is in all probability objectively bad music just to appease one podcaster who's protesting for a thing that he doesn't even know he's protesting about. Jesus, like, part of the reason why I don't want kids... we won't the state of this video so far, by the way.
Oh, it's not about the video. What a banger. What podcast?
Just as we listen to it.
I can't wait for this
Actually
podcast to
listening
get
to this
taken
whole-
down to copyright.
This sounds like
Yeah.
something else. Have to stop it before the chorus to avoid copyright, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was really good, man. Probably is the best album of.
I didn't say it was the best album.
You said something. I don't know what it was. Did anyone listen to Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds' second album?
No.
No.
Did anyone read any of his interviews this year?
No.
I'm sure he
No.
said some stuff.
They're so fucking good. Like, I don't even like when I
I
was
mean,
younger,
he is a twat, isn't he?
I don't think he is. No.
I've always is one of them's a massive bell end, and I
Yeah,
can
see,
never
this
remember
is the
which
problem.
one's a massive bell end.
Liam is a bellend. He has no wit or charm. Like, he's just an actual prick.
Bell end.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it's Liam. Yeah,
But
that's
don't
what
they
I
say
think
similar sort of things, but like Noel's just
One of
slightly
them's
more
charming, yeah.
Noel's
Yeah.
so charming, and like he just has a way of saying
Not
things
being
where-
a bell end.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
like
think Liam spends half his time trying to be a twat.
yeah, he does. Like Liam is really like, I want to be Keith Richards,
I'm still 90s UK rock. Like, I'm
fucking
still
mad.
fucking...
Yeah. Whereas Noel is just like, he just sits down and someone asks him a question and he answers it like completely earnestly. Like there's nothing try hard about what he's saying. He's just answering questions the same way that any of us would if we were asked them. Like I don't think he really understands how much people care about everything he says, because he's always commenting on how baffled he is by it. But recently he was asked about Radiohead, and he said Tom York could shit in a light bulb and it'd get 9 out of 10. It's so fucking good. His new album was exactly what you would expect it to be, I guess. There's nothing really. It's not reinventing anything, which is kind of the story of his career, I guess. Anyone?
He hasn't done anything sort of that amazing since Oasis, has he?
No.
Like, has he done anything since? He was in, what, BDI, was it?
No, that's Liam. BDI are dreadful.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of Liam. Yeah, he hasn't really done anything. None of them have really, have they?
Well, like, I went to see Noel twice in 2012, and, like, it was a fucking great show. Like, I saw him at the O2, which is, I think it's like 18,000 capacity or something
Yeah.
in Dublin. Yeah, it's where we went to see Blink.
Yeah.
Like, it was really, really good. Like, he's solid, he's got great songs and stuff. It's just, you know what you're getting. Like, it's obvious, but still good to listen to. Like, there's nothing offensive about it. Whereas BDI is just noise, kind of, you know, garbage.
Like Drake, but English and shit.
Yeah. Like Drake, except in no way appealing whatsoever. Bring Me the Horizon's new album was alright. Big Sean's new album really disappointed me. I heard that song Blessings with Drake and Kanye, and I thought it would be a good album, and it was just really average. What else? Does that cover all the albums? Loose Moore, did you say what your favourite album is?
Yes,
Justin
it's
Bieber?
one of either like The Weeknd or something like that. I think I actually enjoyed Miguel's new album because I don't know, I'm just into R&B sort of stuff, but yeah.
Miguel.
Miguel, yeah. Have you never heard
Sounds like
Miguel?
some kind of just random Spanish bloke.
He could. I think he might well be Spanish. He's probably not that random, but yeah. This album was good. It's like kind of like Prince meets The Weeknd.
I'm not a big Prince fan.
That 1999 song's good.
I don't think it is. I know
Oh,
Prince.
Christ, what's the matter with you tonight? What have I
You
done?
you don't like Little Mix? You don't like Prince?
Cultural icons.
Two of the
If you shit on
cornerstones.
Jurassic Park, Jack's just gonna leave.
I will die.
Yeah, it's probably better that we don't talk about Jurassic World.
Yeah.
No, I don't really get what it is with Prince. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's one of those. It's kind of like U2, I suppose. I just don't like. Why is he the one that's that famous and that big and that like big of a following and stuff? Like, why him?
Because he made Purple Rain.
Yeah, and in fairness, that is an absolutely fucking quality song. But still, like, why him? I find
Is it
it.
because it's a bit weird? Like, he's always going to get coverage just because he's weird. He does stupid stuff.
I guess so. I don't know. I find the whole thing to be despicable and inexcusable.
It's like, who have you heard out most from Queen? Like, who do you hear about the most?
From Queen,
Yeah.
David May.
Oh, fuck you.
I don't know if that's even. Is it Brian May? Who's the guy?
Oh,
Brian
David May used to play for Manchester United
That's
in the
right,
90s.
centre back, Champions League winner. I'll have you know. Queen are another band, by the way, that I just don't get why them like.
They're
fucking-
they're designed for karaoke, and that seemed to be it, right?
You know Bohemian Rhapsody. You know the way
Yes.
it's like technically and scientifically the best song of all time or whatever.
Mm.
That song is fucking
Shit.
garbage. Like absolute fucking
It doesn't make sense.
puerile, objective, abject awfulness put into a song. It's like 4 different shit songs all put into one thing and made into some poxy fucking weird stupid opera bullshit.
4 shits don't make a right.
It's that old cliche.
Yeah, the old
4
cliche.
shits don't make a right. Marilyn Monroe.
They're just like
Mark
they try,
Twain.
it's like they try doing too much to it, and they try going. So what if we go into this sort of rhythm? Okay, what if we do this sort of thing?
Yeah, it's all over the place, and like I know this is like I know what I'm saying is the complete opposite of true, and like it's such a bizarre thing to say because it's scientifically proven that it is the best song in the world, but it's fucking shit. You know what I mean? It's like, you know,
It's like saying Avatar's the best film ever made just because what it visually was.
It is, yeah.
yeah, that's
It
actually
was
a really good show.
Avatar was just a film-going experience. It's not a good
Yeah.
film.
That's exactly what Bohemian Rhapsody is. It's just more of the experience of listening to it rather than what it actually is.
Oh, I'm fully behind this idea. It's fucking great. It's like if you aren't a big movie fan but you see Avatar, your mind will be blown. But if
Yeah.
you're a big movie fan and you've seen it, it's obvious.
Because you don't
Yeah.
really know what a good film's supposed to be like.
Yeah. So like if you
Yeah.
listen to shitloads of music, Bohemian Rhapsody is never going to be your favorite song. It just is other music. Whereas if you don't listen to a lot of music, that's a song that you'll sing along to at every given opportunity because it's different and stuff like that.
If you've seen the movie Aliens and Disney's Pocahontas and mashed them together, you no need to see Avatar.
Yeah, or Dancing with Wolves
Yeah.
and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Just same movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can we talk about how Jack Brown consistently comes up with fucking gems like that?
Yeah.
How
He was about
does
to back
he
out of
do
the
it?
podcast then as well. He's about
Time
to back
after
out.
time, though,
Yeah.
it just happens. Something clicks, and Jack's like, "Yes, this is what I'll say." Never mind that
It's almost
stuff.
Rain Man.
I think the problem is I don't always wait for the click. Sometimes I just speak.
I love Watch,
And words come out.
and there have been some amazing ones.
There has been some times.
I ran out of brain.
There's been some things and some times.
Where have I been all your life? Sitting on fences, an Novocaine for all the senses. Another year will pass us by. I'm making sense of nothing, in defense of something. I laughed too late and dug myself into a grave. This year I try not to think too much. This year I'll try to stand up for myself. And this year I'll live like I never lived before. Yeah, this is my year for sure. Another stupid, clumsy story.
What's going on, guys? My name is Al De Niro, and you're listening to an interlude, obviously. I decided to put in a song in the middle of the video because I did it in the last episode, and I got a good few comments from people saying that they liked it, and a couple of tweets as well. So I decided to do it again. The song you just heard, or are still currently listening to, was 100 Resolutions by Sundowner, which is a side project of Chris McCaughan from the Lawrence Arms. They're a Chicago-based punk rock band. And this is just his kind of acoustic-y side. Obviously I picked this song because it's about New Year's resolutions and the self-defeating nature of them, but the empowering feeling of coming up with them. Like he says, this year I'll try to stand up for myself, and this year I'll live like I never lived before. This is my year for sure, and that's a feeling that everyone has when they come up with a new idea and a new person that they're going to be, ultimately to have it come crashing down and for you to come back to reality. The show opened with Private Eye by Alkaline Trio, which is a song I've always liked. I first heard it on Kerrang! Around the year 2001, I think, was when From Here to Infirmary was released. In fact, I think that album might be from 1999. But either way, it's a cool song. I started it in the midway through the first verse so that you can hear some anti-New Year's sentiment in that song too. Interestingly, they're both Illinois-based punk bands singing about the sort of depressing nature of spending New Year's alone. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this here, and there's gonna be another song to close out the show. I'll talk to you then. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of the show.
I'll wake up knowing you'll never be there. I've got 100 resolutions, but I got no solutions. And I've got one song I write 100 times, and only a dozen or so rhymes. And this year, I try not to drink so much. And this year I try to stand up straight.
This year, let's live like we never lived before. Yeah, this is our year.
What was the best Midnight Hour episode of the year?
This one.
This one.
This might be
Yeah.
the only one.
Definitely.
How many did we do?
I don't know, actually. I might
Yeah, what did we end up doing? Like 4 episodes?
Nah, there must have been at least 6, I would say. I'm gonna guess.
This
that-
might be the only one where there's all 4 of us. No.
I'd say there's been at least 18 Midnight Hours this year.
Yeah, but remember, we don't remember anything the other side of June. So how many have been this side of June?
Actually, this year.
Not many.
Like
of
that
them.
fake last year that happened earlier this year.
Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm about to find out. I'm closing in on it. Keep the podcast running. Keep talking. Never let.
Yeah, never let the.
Jack, say something, say something,
Die.
Uh,
Say something interesting. Quick, go.
No. 10 months ago, 31 was the first of the year.
Did I said 18.
Oh.
I said I think we've done 18.
And now we're at 40. This is 50.
The first
50.
one was 31. Episode 31. It was called
Do
the
you know-
first of the year.
Yeah, that's how I figured it out.
And this is episode 51. So there's 20. This is the 20th of the year.
That's not actually too bad.
That's fucking
Wow.
dreadful.
We've managed
What-
20 episodes this year.
It's not even 2 episodes a month.
It's not far off it.
That's once every 2 weeks, kind of nearly.
There was a month where I just wasn't here.
It's like once
Sorry.
every 3 weeks. If there's 52 weeks and 3 goes into 52, 412 times.
It is about that.
Right.
Yeah. I am. What is a thing that only became known by you this year that you really like? You know what I mean?
What?
Like
What?
something you discovered in 2015 that isn't actually from 2015.
That you've decided that you like now?
Yeah, like that you never knew of before. You know, like something that you only recently got into.
You talk about TV shows, stuff like that?
Yeah, like anything. Yeah, like for me, it's Breaking Bad. I only actually started watching it in 2015, and it turned out to be actually not that bad, surprisingly, because people on the internet said it wasn't that good. But
What, Breaking Bad?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's terrible, isn't it?
Okay, good. You're good. We're all on the same wavelength. Yeah.
The more I think about it, I did fuck all this year. Like, nothing has advanced in my life over the past year. Nothing happened. I'm having some kind of mental breakdown now.
You're lying on
Midlife
a couch
crisis.
right now, yeah.
I'll be back in a little while.
Or maybe not.
This episode has featured way too much Jack Brown sulking for my liking.
Yeah. I think recently I actually just watched all of Peep Show,
Oh, what a show.
and I don't know how I have managed to miss out that until now, but it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's very your humour as well.
Yeah, it really is.
From what I've seen of that, it's really good, but I've never watched it all through.
I've never watched the whole way through either, but every time it's on, I'll happily watch it and laugh along
Yeah.
with it and stuff.
I really enjoyed it. I have no idea how or why I've been avoiding it all these years.
It's because you're a bad person, that's what I heard.
Yeah, that's what's true.
Yeah, I am an awful human being.
Yeah, definitely Breaking Bad for me. What about you, Jack Brown?
I don't really know. I haven't watched much this year, to be honest. More of a continuation of stuff I've done last year. I've done nothing this year. Stop talking to me. Lose more. What have you done?
This isn't even a year for you, it's just 2014 part 2.
Nah, nothing happened.
I'm watching Jessica Jones on Netflix.
Oh, fantastic show.
I haven't seen it yet. But,
So
Daredevil.
I'm only 11 episodes in. I've not seen the final 2 episodes. But so far it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it in Hell's Kitchen as well?
Yeah.
So it takes place in the same area as Daredevil.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I actually saw a trailer for it where she finds a guy in a dumpster. And it's the guy that Daredevil kicked over the thing off the building.
Yeah, it might have been.
Don't know whether that's
I can't even
true.
remember.
But yeah, it takes place. I think they're going to have like a crossover thing, like with
Yeah,
Marvel.
yeah. There's got to be a crossover at some point.
That might have been a dream I had.
But it is amazing.
It is good. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I
really...
actually.
Go on.
Sorry, I think I actually enjoyed it more than I enjoyed Daredevil.
Wow, it must be really good.
Yeah.
I really like Daredevil. I remember when I first saw the first Daredevil trailer that was put up, like it was all on YouTube. Like the advert that plays before you watch a video.
Yeah.
And it was like is his name? What's Daredevil's name? Matt
Matt Murdock.
Matt Murdock, yeah.
When he's got the walking stick and he kind of turns at an intersection, and next to him is a really seedy looking but brightly lit place, and there's rain falling on, and it just looks so sleek. Like the city just looks unbelievably sleek, and that image is the whole reason that I started watching Daredevil, because it just looked like a fucking postcard from the 70s or something.
As much as I've like become tired of like the Marvel Universe movies wise, like I really didn't that much like the new Avengers movie. The TV show like they're doing with like Daredevil and Jessica Jones, and I think they're going to do another one with Luke Cage, who's the character in Jessica Jones. Like they're really dark and really like fucking, they're really good.
Grungy.
Yeah, and they don't have like, they make odd references to Marvel Universe stuff, but they don't have like smooth talking Robert Downey Jr.
No.
See,
no, there's no winking at the camera, you know.
Like I started watching Guardians of the Galaxy the other day, and like I know I'll really like it when I actually properly get into it, but I was like fucking like 4 minutes into it, and he's got this like bright golf ball in his hand, and this bad guy comes in and is like, "Who are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm Star-Lord. You know, the bounty guy, Star-Lord. Know who I am. God." And it's just so like, oh my god, like, what the fuck is this? This is shit that, like, that's like Inspector Gadget level fucking comedy right there. Like, it's not fucking action hero stuff. I don't know, I really like the Marvel movies as well, and I think Ant-Man looks really good. I really do want to see it.
I enjoyed Ant-Man this year, actually, yeah, that was one of the movies I enjoyed.
But there's too much of that bullshit, like, you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know, I prefer the grittier and the...
I think Netflix needs major props for all of the shows that they've been producing.
Their original programming is ridiculous.
It's insane. Like, I don't even know of anyone that's putting out as many really high quality TV shows as they are at the moment. Even like general broadcasting networks.
I watched the comedy series Master of None.
That was good. That was good.
And I fucking enjoyed that as well. I didn't think I was going to, but I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
The episode with the whole relationship thing, that was really good.
Is that the Nashville episode?
No, it's the one where they
it's
basically going through their life.
And it's like an 8-month period, isn't it? Like a 2-year period.
It just cycles 3 months.
Yeah, it's genuinely good. Like each episode is like some of the great, like, condensed to half an hour is better than most romantic comedies you'll see perhaps ever.
Yeah. The ending was good as well. It wasn't the lovey-dovey shit you'd expect.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it's really good.
But yeah, like Netflix needs some serious props because they're bringing out like, you know, so many absolutely amazing stuff, and they're bringing out. They're over. I think I read somewhere that they were over doubling the amount of shows that they were putting out next year. Like they're doubling the amount of shows they put out this year, next year alone.
That's cheap.
And
it's really good because
just nuts.
Other networks keep like pinching their stuff, so they have to get rid of a lot of content off the actual website. So it's really good that they're producing their own stuff, because it's quite clearly of a quality that will rival other TV networks. And also, like, I think the fact that you pay $9.99 a month with Netflix and that's it. You don't have to get Netflix. You don't have to buy Sky and pay 160 euro a month and get 6,000 other channels that you don't give a fuck about.
Yeah.
And stuff like, TV companies need to cop on to this idea that people want on-demand stuff, and they won't pay for the things that they don't want anymore and stuff like that, because it's...
Well, the fact that, like, if you have a package, say like a Sky Movies package or a Sky package, and you pay, I don't know, £100 a month, I don't know what it is in euros, but you're essentially then paying over £1,000 a year to watch television, which is massively pointless, because then you can pay £120 a year for fucking Netflix and you get pretty much everything that you want. You know? It's crazy.
In today's economy, £100 is probably about 4 million euros.
Is it? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Roughly.
But yeah, the Netflix model is really, really good. Has anyone got the Amazon one?
I have, because I've got Prime.
I have Prime, so I do have it.
I haven't used it, and I will actually be keeping hold of Prime solely for Top Gear.
Oh yeah.
It's released.
Yeah, but that will be found elsewhere, won't it? Like,
Well,
there's no
but like
There's no way you'll have to have Prime to watch it. Like,
Oh no, not at all. But it'll be like a Game of Thrones situation where
I
like
think for the
HBO
first-
put it on their own.
Yeah, I don't know how
Right.
like HBO works in America, but I think
They have
Netflix is
something
pretty
called
much the same, isn't
HBO
it?
Go.
HBO Go,
Yeah, which is their personal kind of for all of their programs. They don't have anything else that's not HBO produced. I don't think.
Right, so it's not quite.
It's like a paid BBC iPlayer, as it were.
Oh, I see. Okay. But
Yeah,
yeah, they
it's-
do a similar thing to Netflix. Everything like every original program. Well, they only do original programs.
Yeah.
Everything is quality, isn't it? Basically?
Yeah.
So
I even
when-
enjoyed like the show Ballers. The Rock did a show called Ballers, which is essentially like
Oh, yeah.
Is that
Entourage.
when he turns into an agent or something?
Yeah, it's basically the Entourage, but with the Rock.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of anything with The Rock in it. To be honest,
Yeah.
it's one of my guilty pleasures. I can watch any film that The Rock is in.
But he is a terrible actor.
Oh yeah, he essentially just plays Rock.
He's actually
He actually
magnificent.
just plays Dwayne Johnson. like,
He's
all
the
time.
best. He's the best man at playing Dwayne Johnson there is.
Yeah.
And that's all I look for in his films.
He's the most Dwayne Johnson.
He's the most Dwayne Johnson that Dwayne Johnson's. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. He should win all the Oscars whenever the Oscars are.
Yeah. He should just win all of them.
The Dwayne
Best
Johnson
animated
Oscars.
show film.
Yeah. He should host them as well because he's probably good at hosting as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's good at
Dude,
hosting?
dude is amazing.
Not
Dwayne
you when you
Johnson.
fuck off halfway through.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Not
what-
fuck off halfway through.
I said keep talking. I'll be back in a minute.
We
Did you?
Yeah,
Was that like
When?
half an hour ago?
it was like 40 seconds ago.
Wow.
No, it wasn't.
I think me and Lucy
We've been
will
talking about
just
The Rock for
straight
the last
through
2 minutes.
That's not true.
It actually is.
Yeah.
Either
It
way,
is pretty much true. I blacked out for most of it.
the one of the things I was going to say about the Netflix model that I really like is the way they just give you all the episodes in one go.
Yeah.
You watch them at your own
They
pace.
they understand the idea of being able to binge stuff.
Do you know what I just?
Great.
I am so fucking fed up with the idea of, which I never knew I hated this until recently, is a mid-season finale.
Oh.
Fuck
Oh,
absolutely off with that fucking nonsense.
I mean, I
Yeah.
still watch Suits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm waiting for January.
Don't you have to
for
wait
Suits
3
continue.
years for the second half of a Suits season?
The
Yeah.
Walking Dead is like, you've waited 6 months or 8 months. Here's the new season. Here's 4 episodes, and this is the quarter of the season finale. And like, it's so fucking tedious. Like, The Walking Dead is such a difficult show to watch anyway. Although season 6 has been really good, I think. So far, like there's been about 8 or so solid episodes, I think, or 7 solid episodes. And then it just goes, mid-season finale, and you spend the whole time, like, you know that it's building up to something, and you try and guess what that thing is, instead of it just being, like, a show that you watch. It's never
Yeah.
like that. It's something
But it's
where
like it's the American football of
Yeah,
like
or
TV
like-
shows have been like American football is separated into 4 quarters, but then within that they have stoppages, and then they have like a party at half time, and then
do you know what
the
it's more
crowd
like?
come on the pitch, and then the referees are there for no reason. It's just a nightmare.
It's like WWE from like SummerSlam to WrestleMania is where they start building people up, and then they have like hours of fucking really tedious programming where nothing really happens, and then they start building something up again, and then they hint towards one thing and they do another thing, and it's so predictable and infuriating that you get caught up in this spectacle that's not actually about telling the story. It's about the things that they're going to do. Who are they going to kill off, or like
It's about dragging you to a position that eventually you.
and it's so annoying to be caught up in it. It's like, you just want to see cool things happen. I just want to see Rick eat a guy's throat like he did in season 4 or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I want to see like Michonne like cut people's heads off, or things like that. I don't need fucking, is Glenn alive or is he not? Like, fuck off. Just
That was the most bullshit, wasn't it?
that was the
Like,
most obviously he was alive thing ever, though. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, the way they do that show is just so fucking annoying. And then, like, I end up hating myself because I still watch it all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. Has anyone seen Homeland season 5?
I
No, it's
stopped
been
watching
on my
Homeland,
watch
but
list for
apparently it's
ages.
been really good.
Yeah, so season 4 is garbage Homeland, and the second half of season 3 is garbage Homeland. But season 5 so far has been fucking brilliant. Like,
Yeah,
really
I'm
good.
disappointed that I stopped watching it. But
You
I'm gonna
should
have to
start again, because I binge watched from. I stopped as well, and when it was back, I was like, don't care. I watched the first one, I was like, that's pretty good, and then didn't care about it, and then I ran out of stuff to watch that week, and I watched about 5 or 6 episodes in one night, which for me is a big deal, because I come home from work at like 7. I just couldn't not watch it, and like, it's really, really good. You'll really, really enjoy it. It's really current as well. It's all about like the refugee crisis in Syria and ISIS and stuff.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, really good. Great show. What was the best TV show of 2015 then, I guess?
I don't know.
I haven't been watching Suits at all. I completely gave up on it.
It just follows the same. It is good.
Suits, once you get into it, is good, but it's by no means what I'd call a top TV show.
No,
it's
just
nowhere.
it's easy
It's nowhere gonna. Yeah, it's easy watching, and it's easy to get into it with the characters and stuff like that and get wrapped up in it.
Don't tell me about it. Just toss me a small folder and I'll open the first page and go, "This is good."
This is good.
Yeah.
That's Suits.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but I didn't think Game of Thrones was like. If you take episodes out of Game of Thrones, I don't think it was a particularly good season. Like, there was the episode with the in the snow.
Yeah, that was boring as
really
fuck.
Good. Which ones were that? No,
I'm glad they got rid of what's his name, No Legs, for the season though.
What's his name? No legs. Yeah, the little boy Stark who can't walk in.
Yeah.
Stark.
Yeah, no, the episode where the zombies came over and attacked the village, and they had to Jon Snow had a staring contest with the guy with the blue eyes.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
That was an amazing episode.
Yeah.
But apart from if you take that out and another, I can't remember. There's another really good episode as well. I don't think the season was that great, to be honest.
But I still think Game of Thrones, not at its best, is still better than most TV on.
Oh yeah. There's no way I'm not going to sit down and watch a Game of Thrones episode.
Oh no, yeah.
But it's just I think I don't know. I've enjoyed Game of Thrones seasons more than the last one, I think.
Yeah. I'd be tempted to say that my favourite show from this year has been Narcos.
Oh,
Yeah,
that was really,
still
really
need to
good.
watch
Because
that.
that's phenomenal. That really is phenomenal.
I don't know how long they were gonna sort of spread it out over. It looks like they're gonna do 2 series of it, didn't they?
Yeah, they've got a second series on the way.
Because I've always
It's
known
their
how I've always known how he died.
Yeah, you know how it ends.
Yeah.
But I'm still absolutely captured by watching it happen, unfold.
Yeah.
You know?
Has it got to the part where he scored an own goal in the '94 World Cup yet?
No.
You know that story about some Colombian guy?
Yeah, Colombian guy who was
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah, he got killed, didn't he?
So until I was 15, I thought he was Pablo Escobar. And it's not that I knew that a Colombian. It's not that I knew a famous Colombian was shot dead. It was just that I thought
that was the
well,
only Colombian person you
no
knew
wonder
of.
he got shot dead. He was dealing all of these drugs. It's amazing that he was a footballer and still felt the need to deal drugs.
Come on.
It was lost on me that he was killed
scored the own
because
goal.
I did not understand that he was killed because of the own goal. I was like, well, that makes sense. I don't know, crazy, stupid children. That's what I was.
Wow. Wow. That was wow.
Yeah. So
Words for that.
I do want to watch Narcos. I started watching House of Cards. That's really good.
3's
House
not
of
as good.
As well.
Yeah, season 3 I've stopped watching. I just got a bit bored.
I'm only about 6 episodes in, and to be honest, I'm halfway through one that I don't know when. If you watch something halfway through, you'll never ever watch it again.
No, if you stop watching something after 3, it's not worth watching.
That's why I'll never watch Guardians of the Galaxy, because I've seen the first 4 minutes. So I already know how it ends.
That's exactly the same, man.
Yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah, it seems a lot like Star Wars, but it's Han Solo instead of Jedi and stuff. I don't know, even though I would like that, I guess. God, I'm so fucking excited for Star Wars.
Yeah, me too. I have this feeling I'm gonna cry, and I haven't ever cried during a movie, but I'm pretty sure as soon as I see Han Solo and Chewbacca in the Millennium Falcon, I'm just gonna burst into tears. I'm just gonna have to leave.
I actually recently, only this year, was it this year or the end of last? No, yeah, this year, right? I was at a Gaslight Anthem concert in Dublin, and I was in the front row, and there were tears in my eyes, and I
Good.
don't cry. I just don't cry at things ever. Like,
Yeah.
I fully appreciate and get lost in the moment and like the emotion of things, but I don't ever feel like I wasn't sad or really happy or anything. It was just it was just a moment where I was
It's
like,
a really good moment.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then I went to see Brand New in Vicar Street not that long ago, actually, quite recently, and the same thing happened again, and I was like, this better not be a thing that starts happening to me, because like I don't know.
You're now a crier.
Yeah, but like I think maybe it's the fact that I never cry, so it's like my body being like, yo, dude, you gotta start showing some
Yeah.
some
You got some shipping some of this excess water out. 'cause
Yeah.
you've got far too much.
You are way too hydrated right now. That's what's happened.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was.
I do think I might, like, there might be some tears. I don't think I'm going to fall, properly bawl. But if, like, other dudes are doing it in the cinema, I might just go as well. But, yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to a 9 o'clock showing on Friday the 18th. So
I'm
that's-
going on the Sunday in the evening. Sunday evening.
Hey, that just goes to show you, by the way, it's the 10th right now. That's when we're recording this episode. So fuck off, telling me that I keep disappointing you by not uploading the Midnight Hour. Look how advanced we are. You're listening to this in 2018, probably. Had to make the 2 episodes that I've made last that long.
Yeah.
But yeah. So we were talking about what gigs and crying. Best crying of 2015.
Yeah.
I don't think I've cried this year.
Well, I have a couple of times. I mean,
I nearly cried. I nearly cried at the start of Up when I first watched it.
I'm watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia again.
Oh my god.
I've
On
just started
season
watching
9.
it.
Are we going to say that season 10 was season 10 this
Absolute
year?
fucking
Yes,
dick.
season 10 was this year, and
So,
Charlie Work is.
It's
Charlie
one of the
Work is
greatest
the
episodes
greatest
of
episode
television
of
ever.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like I haven't seen it's literally the highest rated TV episode ever of anything on IMDb, including like every
Wow.
Simpsons episode and everything. I haven't seen it yet. I'm on season 9. I'm near the end of it, and I'm building up to that episode, and I can't fucking wait.
It's the bit where they're talking about who did the work on who put the numbers in the computer, and he goes, D with her fat hands, but the numbers in the computer, and the what's name just turns around and goes, D, you bitch.
Isn't that every episode of
Yeah,
Always?
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a fucking great show. In fact, one of the episodes of this opened up with the Nightman song.
It did. Isn't like Always Sunny essentially like an episode like it's South Park and like but with actual people, like they get away with the same level of like racism and like just everything like that, but they just I don't know, it's so good. Like it doesn't get the recognition that it deserves, I don't feel.
I
like
feel like
I just think it's weird to see like a show like they just. How do you pitch it? Like we're doing a TV show where they're absolutely disgusting people.
yeah, horrible
awful,
pieces
awful
of
human
shit.
beings.
Yeah.
But it's so good. Like you have to be so good at like writing comedy to like appreciate.
I mean, Danny DeVito painting his feet.
What's the episode where he paints his whole body black? Is that in season 10?
That's Charlie Work.
That's Charlie Work, yeah.
Yeah.
That's just genius.
alright, no more talk about
Sorry.
that episode.
No more talk because I'm only on like season 3. I've only just started watching it.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I read this thing the other day about how with South Park, it's basically like if you have an opinion on anything, you're a cunt. Like, is kind of the idea behind South Park. Like, it's not liberal or Republican. It's just completely fuck you, fuck everything. Why do you care about anything? You're a cunt for it. Like, it's really like, oh, this person cares about this thing. Lol, what a faggot. Like, that's the whole idea of South Park. It's like 4chan. It's like being on a 4chan.
Yeah.
It's like actually really like once I read that article, I couldn't get that idea out of my head.
It's kind of true, yeah.
It said something though, like South Park is the lol butthurt of TV shows. Like it's just reveling in your unhappiness, and that's the whole idea. Like it revels in your outrage. Like anything that you care about, it hates you for caring that much about that thing. And
Yeah.
like ever since that, I've been like, oh, geez, South Park is fucking exhausting to think about. I remember like I was looking for, I think there was something wrong with my computer, my old computer, and I was trying to figure out how to save everything to the cloud and also have it on, I forget what I was doing, but I ended up on 4chan, and someone had asked that question on 4chan earlier that day, and all of the answers were like, lol, delete system 32, faggot, and like, just
Are they still doing that?
every fucking thing. Like, they're the most mean people in the world. Like, I cannot believe that they all just go to a message board and like, lol, everyone's a cunt. Ah, fuck this. Like, you ask any question, any innocent question, and the answer is fuck you, you're a cunt. Like, it's outrageous that place exists when you think about it. It's like,
People still do that. Like,
yeah, absolutely. In their droves, all the fucking time.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's really, like, I don't know. Scary place to go, though. It's definitely, like, a dangerous place. Probably shouldn't have said that, because now the comment section of this video lol, faggot, oh, fuck this.
Yeah, you've already done it now, haven't you?
But yeah, should we talk about the award for most podcaster
Yeah.
Well, it's Jack, isn't it? It's always Jack.
for 2
But
years
then,
in a row?
but then which one? That's
Yeah.
Did I win again?
Did you win it last year?
I think I proclaimed myself the winner.
Yeah,
That's
that's
my
good enough, isn't it?
podcast thing to do, so.
That's
Yeah.
democracy, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Beat the
Well,
competition
I'll vote
once
for
again.
Jack, so yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to specify.
No.
No.
Who's the best Jack
Oh.
this year?
The most.
I vote for Loosemore.
I'll vote for Bauer. Always Bauer.
Lil Bow Wow, the rapper.
No, Jack.
I know what
Jack
you did.
Bauer. Lil Bauer.
I just find it funny that when English people say R, it sounds like a W when it's at the end of a word. Doesn't seem to. Yeah, I don't know. I'm surrounded by
Yeah.
English people. What are you gonna do? What about biggest surprise of 2015, which is my segue into? Can you believe that Donald Trump is leading the opinion polls all the time?
Oh my god.
Just
It's
despite-
unreal.
Despite being like a white supremacist in every sense of the word.
He's a horrible piece of shit, but
Yeah.
the problem is that 50% of America are also probably
Horrible piece of
pieces
shit and
what
absolute
percent did you say?
clinical morons.
50%. But then if you take into account you only need 51% to win the White House, right? So
I don't think it's 50. I think honestly, Trump's supporters are probably in the region of about 7 or 8% of the entire population, if that.
It's the vocal
to
minority.
be honest, you're probably right because it's actually the Republican race, isn't it? So it's only a percentage of people voting Republican who
And
actually
it's like
keep him at the race.
it's true that American Republicans, when they're exported and sold in the media to us, we think that American Republicans are mental. But there are American Republicans who are sane, and that comprises the majority of American Republicans. Like,
It's the same as I think we've had a discussion before that any story we get from Florida is always batshit crazy.
every story we get from Florida is batshit crazy because they have transparency in their legal system. So
Yeah.
reporters are allowed to report every detail of every case, which is different in every other state.
It's the same that they know that crazy batshit stories about mental Republicans will be interesting over here to
Yeah, the same way that they sell us stories here, like in Japan, this new trend is people stapling plastic bags to their faces.
robots. Yeah,
But,
yeah.
but it's complete bull. It's a thing that someone did over there, and it became a meme, and it's like a funny thing that they do, like
Yeah.
to make fun of something else. But the media's like, oh, this is the new craze. They all think they're so cool and stuff.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. So like, Trump's support. Another thing is that in the actual election, it's not for another fucking year.
No.
2016, yeah.
It
It's,
doesn't matter. Like, the race is so early. Like, the media and everything, it's so early. And I think Trump just happened to come up at a time where the world is afraid of terrorism, and
Yeah.
he's offering an easy solution: close all the borders.
and to be fair, like to him,
He's not
what
wrong.
Like his word, like at least he's clear. Like I don't know any other Republican candidates, to be honest, but like
Ben
they all
Carson.
seem stupid. They all say a lot of stupid shit. Whereas the stupid shit he says it in a clear, precise manner. Like he knows what he's saying. So it's still stupid shit, but like
I
at
don't
least he's-
understand why, like, American republicanism and American liberalism are both, like, I understand liberalism a lot more because that's my tribe, so I just instinctively, I'm like, yeah, no, that makes sense. With republicanism, I don't get why guns are good and abortion is bad. Like, those two things just seem like polar opposites of each other right there, and I just find it so strange that they're all like, oh no, abortion is the worst thing in the world. We will absolutely not kill any innocent person, but I want everyone to be able to buy a gun, even
In case they need to kill innocent people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the whole point.
It's
The whole
just
point
a
of
false Second Amendment, isn't it? You know,
Yeah, and it's
which everybody got wrong, and it just means that you're meant to hang a pair of stuffed bear arms in your house. So,
wasn't it? It was originally so that like it was for a tyrannical government, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was so. It says the word militia in the Second Amendment. Like when you support the Second Amendment, you're actually supporting the. Which, how can you even go against that if the government, you know, if people are being invaded or if people are being impeded upon, like in relation to their human rights or something? Like what is the moral right or wrong there? I don't know, but like, is it morally right for someone to own a gun when I hate the gun debate because it's just never ever going to be one. Like no one has ever changed their minds about guns over a debate. Like you see it every time. Like I like so many things on Facebook, like media like outlets, and they'll say something like, "Oh, here's the latest statistic about gun crime," and all the comments with the most thumbs up will be like, "Yeah, well, actually, like this is fucking stupid, and like guns are fine. It's not guns that are the problem and all," and you'll just never ever get that over with people. What I also find bizarre, right, is that Republicans are so against abortion in every way. And Jeb Bush recently got asked, if you could, would you go back in time and kill baby Hitler? And he said, hell yeah, someone has to step up. Like, so you would go and kill a fucking innocent baby who at that point hasn't done anything, but you'll go up there and oppose abortion just to pander to all the... Like, it's just, I don't know. It's like pandering, but they pander so much that it becomes the way that everyone thinks. And I find it so weird that there never seems to be a vocal minority or vocal group of any kind that opposes abortion but also opposes guns. Like, I don't know.
I'm just excited next year about this election in general, because if Hillary gets in, it just means more Bill Clinton, and I'm just okay with that.
Bill.
Yeah, I'm just all about Bill Clinton. He's so cool.
Bill Clinton's fine. Like, Bill Clinton was not bad. I don't get why it's so popular to hate Bill Clinton now as well, like, or act like he was some kind of
I mean, he had like an affair, but like, who doesn't?
And that's the only thing he ever lied about as well. The thing that it doesn't like, if he came out and said, yeah, I had an affair, which he did eventually, like, no one would care. Well, not no one would care, but it doesn't impact his ability to run the country, does it? So
yeah,
it's strange. I don't know.
Plus, he was like really good at playing the saxophone. So, yeah.
Do you think Joe Biden might enter the race and win it?
No.
I think if he enters, I think he'll win.
He's too old and stupid.
I don't know. I think he's gonna. I don't know. I think he's a great kind of outsider bet. But that Ben Carson guy, he's fucking nuts.
Oh yeah, but they're all that's why Trump is winning, because they're all fucking insane, aren't they? They're all just saying insane shit. But it's just, well, I think it's hard to like judge what's insane, because we're all fairly liberal people and we completely disagree with everything that their mouths are saying. So it's hard to.
Jack is kind of conservative.
Me?
No.
Which one?
He gave up doing drugs this year, so.
No, not that Jack. Originally.
Me?
Jack, yeah.
Me, Jack?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
You're kind of conservative.
Am I?
In some ways, I feel. Maybe I just imagined that so that...
yeah, I think you might be imagining that.
So that the show would have more...
more of a political
balance,
dynamicism. No, I don't think so.
Well, you said off camera just then that you hated black people.
You did say that.
Well, I mean, there is that, but...
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
You know, the black people in the lower classes, and it's just like, just lump them all into one, because it's like...
Wow.
Please, nobody ever... It's a good thing that this isn't attached to who I actually am as a person.
I think everyone knows that. I don't know, like, I don't think being a conservative is bad. Like, in Ireland, being a conservative is kind of just being an Irish Republican in a lot of ways. But then again, I would put that in the category as bad, I suppose. I don't know. I find it alarming, though, that the most Republican candidates of recent years have been some of the most clearly insane people I've seen. Like they say things like, I don't mean they as in Republicans in general. Like, I know that most Republicans are sane, rational beings. But remember Mitt Romney when he was like, oh, it's not a level playing field, and when I become president, I will tell China that they have to sell their goods at a higher, or they have to produce goods at a higher price. Like, he was going to pull Apple out of China, which would mean that an iPod would cost like $600 to produce or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, he hadn't a fucking clue. Just an out of touch old white man who had no fucking idea how the world was run, and he's all like, and fucking Ben Carson being all like, oh no, if Russia invaded our airspace, like, I'd fucking bomb them, and like, it's just, what are you doing? Like, why are you warmongering before you're even in office? What even is that? Like, the whole, oh yeah, we have to bomb Syria, that's the only way. Like, how do you not know? Like, the reason ISIS exists is a large part because of the bombing of Iraq.
Yeah.
And how fucking stupid that was, even though everyone was in favour of it at the time. Everyone, even liberals. Well,
yeah, because Saddam had a mustache, and that's creepy.
Yeah,
so
that's bad. Nobody likes that. I say even liberal. The majority of liberals did actually vote for to bomb Iraq, as far as I remember. But yeah, that turned out to be such a fucking catastrophe, and everyone's just itching to do it again. And I just find that really weird. Like, how do you not realize that that's just going to breed more terrorism? And it's also exactly what ISIS wants.
I don't really understand who side we're on, like, in Syria, because like ISIS bad, really bad, but isn't like the guy who like is in charge, the President Assad, he's like really bad as well.
Yeah, and then like there's the Kurds
and they're like not great either.
Yeah.
So
there's
who are we bombing?
There's two
everyone.
There's two separate conflicts in Syria, right? And Russia has a large part. Russia are like large stakeholders in both sets of conflicts, in that they are opposing Turkey in favor of the Kurds, essentially, and then on the other side they're obviously like opposing like ISIS. But as far as I know, there's like two potential conflicts that can erupt in the bigger picture, and in one of them Russia is America's ally, and in the other Russia is America's enemy. And that's really weird to think about. Like, I don't even think any of it makes sense anymore. It's like football transfers. Like, it's not real life anymore. It's just numbers on a
doesn't make any
page.
sense.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so easy for people to say, yeah, bomb them. Like, I saw there's this video on YouTube a while ago of a drone flying over Syria. It was a Russian drone, and it was like really high up, and you could see everything. You could see there was tanks firing at buildings and stuff. And like, there's not a section of that country that isn't a fucking war zone. And like, there are so many people who are obviously like all the refugees who are like homeless and have nowhere to go, and they're dying in their hundreds and thousands, and people are like, yeah, just bomb ISIS. Like, ISIS isn't a building that says ISIS on it that houses terrorists.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well, is it not?
Even when France retaliated from the
Paris attack.
Yeah, they bombed a museum, like, in one of their.
Yeah, as far as I'm aware, though, the French retaliation was actually a planned airstrike, planned and coordinated airstrike that was from about 2 weeks prior.
Yeah, they had
the Paris attacks. They already had it planned out.
It was more the
just happened
timing.
to coincide.
The timing was just funny.
Yeah.
I don't think they had planned it. I think they had marked it, but they didn't know if they were gonna or not. I think that's what happened. Like, it was a potential target, but it wasn't. And then once they got hit, they were like, fuck it, let's just do it. And then but
you saying that the whole country's a war zone reminded me of an awful joke, which I'm about to tell anyway. What's the difference between a Syrian primary school and an ISIS headquarters?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Nothing.
I don't know. I just fly the drone.
Oh, that is awful.
Oh.
Yeah.
One of my favorite Jack Brown quotes is I
God.
think it's in the episode that's called 2 million, because I multiplied 4 by 50 and got 2 million, or whatever it was that I did. But it was like, I was saying about how everyone's perception of war is incorrect. Like, people think that a bunch of tanks and foot soldiers meet on a hill and charge towards each other. And I was like, it's not like that anymore. Like, nowadays it's... And then Jack Brown cut in and went, yeah, nowadays it's just America flying a drone into a school.
God.
Well, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
It would be...
It's not that far off.
Yeah. But I think with it's kind of good as a liberal to see these Republicans self-destruct in such a bizarre fashion, like Carson and Bush and Trump. While their popularity, well, Trump especially, while his popularity rises and rises, we all know he's not going to fucking be president.
There's no way he'll end up president.
He's not even running for presidency. Like,
Yeah, he's just running for the candidacy to run for the Republican presidency. Yeah.
he's
Yes,
just,
that.
Yeah.
He's just doing a publicity stunt. Like, that's what's happening. Jack Brown, if you want to leave, you can. I know you want it to be done by 9, and it's not 9.
Yeah, I kind of have to go at some point soon.
Well, so you're not leaving now?
Well, I need to leave probably within 5 minutes, so it depends if you're going to finish up or not.
Does anyone else have anything from 2015 that they want to talk about?
So we just say it's been a solid year for.
It's definitely been a year.
Yeah, it's been a year.
A year has happened.
A 7 out of 10, or
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, probably.
3 stars.
Yeah, 4 stars if I'm being generous. Well, no, I'm gonna knock it. 3 stars.
3 stars would not recommend to a friend.
Yeah, I'd recommend to an enemy.
Not an enemy, just someone that I have a mild distaste
A
for.
colleague. Yeah.
Yeah. A colleague that, kind of leaves the door to the cupboards open in the staff kitchen.
Yeah.
Oh, scum.
Yeah.
can we talk about one other thing for a second? You know the
Go.
way there's this petition going around for Trump to be refused entry to the UK, to be banned from the UK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator is banned from the UK.
Yeah.
Did he also run for the presidency of the?
Is that not drug reasons though?
No, it's not drug reasons at all. It's
That was
to do with his lyrics.
it hate speech reasons? Because
hateful
that's what they're
speech.
trying to.
Hate speech, yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to get Trump banned for.
Yeah, but they're not gonna.
Because he said that he claimed that you couldn't walk around parts of London with a bottle of wine or out and about after dark because you'd be beaten to death by Sharia patrols or whatever they are.
I can't often walk around London with a bottle of wine.
Can you name any place in the UK where Sharia law is in full effect? No, because it isn't.
No,
So shut
because
the
it
fuck up.
was one band of 4 idiots that did it for about a week before they got arrested and jailed. So
Yeah, it's such a weird line of fear to make up something like, I don't know, I just don't get it. But yeah, I find it fucking bizarre that Tyler the Creator has been banned from the UK. I think that's the most what the fuck moment of 2015, maybe.
Yeah,
It's
maybe.
really
Yeah.
low key though. Like no one's talking about it ever. It's mental. Like he had to cancel his set at Reading and Leeds and all. I don't actually like the guy. If you read his Twitter feed, like he's very definitely a dickhead and stuff. But I
Yeah.
find it very hypocritical that he is banned, whereas Eminem would be welcomed, and he has had so many fucking hateful lyrics and lyrics about killing his wife and lyrics about how being gay is wrong and stuff like that. Like he's done all of that stuff and gotten away with it. I don't get, like, Tyler the Creator seems like such a random person to ban from your country.
I think there was also a problem with him trying to incite a riot at one of his gigs.
Yeah, but that was in America, and like he.
Was it? I thought it was in the UK, and that's part of the reason why they were like, no, leave.
I'm pretty sure it was in America, and it's not a thing that no other artist of that kind of ilk has done. I don't think. I don't know. I find that really weird. But like, yeah, Donald Trump. There's no way he's gonna get banned from the UK. Like he's a billionaire. He can do whatever he wants. And that's another thing that like Cameron always looks after the really rich folks. He's like always done that, regardless of what he's done to other people. I don't know. He's a cunt.
Or just going to say that all rich white people are cunts? Because that might be like a correct statement to make.
One of my friends is rich and white.
Is he a cunt?
No, I don't think so.
Like borderline though? Like could it go either way?
No.
No. Well, there's always got to be exceptions to the rule.
What are you looking forward
Yeah.
to the most in 2016?
Finishing
It
this
not being
podcast.
2015.
Oh.
Podcast.
You can just leave, like, it's... Any serious answers?
Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
Out next week in 2015.
Yeah, but I'll see it again in 2016.
That's the thing you're looking forward to the most in 2016.
Seeing it for the
of
fourth
whole
time.
year. Like,
Yeah.
the potential that the year could bring, and the thing you're most excited for is seeing something for the second time.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe third. I would have seen it maybe like 28.
Maybe even 4th.
You
Yeah.
people are just fucking...
I graduate university next year, so there's that. That's the thing.
Oh.
Congratulations on your impending debt.
Yeah, it's great fun because I've had to pay $9,000 a fucking year every year for the last 3 years.
That's the coolest thing about the UK, in my opinion. Student fees and
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It's awesome.
the crippling debt with which you get to start your journey of adulthood.
Yeah, I just
Be educated. Pay back on yeah.
That's what you get for being educated, in fairness.
Damn me
Yeah.
for trying to better my own life.
Yeah.
How dare I?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuck you, man.
Think you're better than us.
Yeah. You
yeah. Fuck me for trying to give back.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh well.
I'm most excited for Drake's new album, Views from the 6th in 2016. No, I'm moving to Singapore in 2016. I'm pretty excited for that.
Shit.
That's
Alright,
okay.
have a good year, you
Alright.
guys.
Do good
Peace-
things to
peace
other
out.
people. Don't be a dick.
Here's to many more 2015s.
Fuck bitches, get money.
Get cheers, Joe.
Yep. Beautiful advice.
Yeah.
Did we actually end it?
I don't know. And now we return to our regular programming.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies from pain? Can you tell a green field from the coast to rain? A smile from a veil. Do you think you can tell? Do they get you to trade? Heroes for gold, hot ashes for tree, hot air for a cool breeze, no cover for change. It gets you to change. Walk on part in the war, lead role, cage.
What's going on, guys? You're listening to Wish You Were Here, a cover of the Pink Floyd classic by Velvet Revolver of all the bands. Mainly because I've been listening to a lot of Stone Temple Pilots recently, obviously due to Scott Weiland's tragic passing. But this video came up in my Play Next feed, or whatever that thing is called, on YouTube the other day, and I let it play, and I just thought there was something quite poignant about it, like Scott Weiland on stage with no energy whatsoever, obviously because of the song, but it's an unusual sight. It was definitely strange to watch, given that he only recently died. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, though. I think we were all a little bit rusty. The four of us haven't spoken since the last podcast that we did, so I don't really know how well it came out. For those of you who don't know, maybe you're new on SoundCloud, I'd recommend listening on SoundCloud from now on, by the way, guys, just because it's a better platform. Like, if you're on a mobile device, you can minimize it and do other things, whereas you can't do that on YouTube. I don't know how you guys put up with this show for so long, to be honest. But at the end of every episode of the Midnight Hour, I play some, basically the moments leading up to us recording, so that when the show actually ends, it ends at the very beginning in my Tarantino-esque planning of the show. I'm going to start explaining why I put songs in the episode, I think, from now on, and I think I'm going to put more interludes and stuff in. People seemed to like that last time around, and I think it makes sense. I'm basically stealing from Jack O'Brien on the Crack podcast. That's what he does, but he does it to sort of soften the blow of an advertisement, and we don't have sponsorship on this show, so it's just going to be me playing songs that fit the theme of the podcast that hopefully you guys like too, and hopefully you guys will go on and listen to those songs from there. But yeah, until next time, which will hopefully be 2 weeks from now, this has been the Midnight Hour. I've been El De Niro. Thanks for listening.
How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year, running over the same old ground. What have we found? The same old fears. Wish you were here. How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl, year after year. Thank you.
What was the list of possible questions we'd have to answer?
I have no idea.
Best
I-
album, Justin Bieber.
Best album, yeah, Justin Bieber.
Well, I think One
Or
Direction.
Little Mix are in there.
No, it's got to be Justin Bieber
Best-
for me.
best
Too many
film.
bangers.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
what do you mean is an absolute banger? It's the banger of every year, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you mean?
I don't like What Do You Mean though.
What?
Great song.
That's the one I don't like.
What do you mean you don't like it?
No.
Should we just start the podcast?
Bet.
I'm still eating. Do you want me to give me
What
How
are
two?
you
long
eating?
does it
A
take you to
never-ending
fucking
bowl of
eat a
fucking cereal?
dinner?
You eat a-
Every single time.
Are you eating a cupboard of cereal?
No.
Just a whole
Cupboard
box.
of cereal. As we all know, a group of cereal is called a cupboard of cereal.
When does it become a gaggle of cereal?
When you fucking hurry up and eat it.
Alright, I'm now done.
I've never seen or heard of a more slow eater.
You like one Cheerio at a time.
It's not even fucking cereal.
What is it?
It's chicken and pasta.
He did say that earlier, to be fair. We did know this.
And then we just ripped on
Chicken.
cereal for ages. No,
A whole chicken on a plate.
Jack Brown, can you turn your microphone volume up anymore on Skype?
How do I do that? Yeah.
I'm just gonna go get a drink and then I'm ready to go.
Oh, for fuck's sake! You get
I
a
can't, I
fucking.
can't, I
Literally
can't
the
not have a
worst
drink
person.
this
Go get a fucking gallon of milk.
from the cupboard, or no?
Go.
Cupboard
go.
of milk. Everybody excited for Christmas?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I love Christmas time. I know the Christmas Day doesn't even bother me. It's just the whole
The novelty of it.
the novelty of it all.
Yeah, me too. I was saying that in our podcast. You were there.
Was that
No.
cool?
How was New York?
Yeah, really good. I'm still fucking knackered, to be honest. I need a holiday after having a fucking holiday.
I hear you. This I know. Did you sing "Welcome to New York" while you were there?
I did not.
Every Instagram picture I saw of you, I really wanted to comment like, "Welcome to New York. It's been waiting for you," but I didn't, and that's my story.
Exciting.
It's as bad as my Muslim story.
No, it's not.
And I'm
That's
good
not
to
right.
fucking go.
Okay.
He was- okay.
The pressure. It's like a dog is growling at something and you show him a lead and he's like, oh!
Okay, we're going for a walk. It's fine.
Okay. Who wants to do the intro?
Not me.
Oh, Jack, you have to sing.
No, I don't.
You do.
Oh, it's podcast 50.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't.
right.
I'm too tired to sing.
That's not what you said.
Oh, that's not what
I
a
know.
professional would say, Jack.
They'll get it at some point.
When is some point?
There is a point of some.
But this is a milestone episode.
You finishing your fucking food is a milestone.
I've just done it, so I've nailed that.
You've achieved today.
Take that off the bucket list.
Yep. Finished food. Finished cupboard of cereal.
Right, so you're not gonna sing then.
No, not right now.
But at
Not-
the end of the episode.
Not today, no.
Fucking
I was up at I was up at 4 this morning. So.
You act as if you have this really good voice. Nah, not able to action that
I haven't
power today.
I've warmed up my voice yet, so.
Will we do a podcast and warm up your voice?
No.
Okay. FIFA?
No.
Loosemore, do the thing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Type it in the chat. Welcome to podcast episode. My name is something
Nah,
like that. Isn't it?
you're gonna read out exactly what this is. And it's
Okay.
Real Slim Shady.
I've just got to do the. What's going? Yeah, I got it. I nailed it.
Right, for people who don't know, I put something in the chat and Loosemore has to say it. He can't even read it with his head, he has to read it with his mouth, so...
This is
I read it with my eyes, and then the words come out.
this is admissible as evidence. Sounds like a suicide note.
I'm writing absolute gibberish, but it's gonna be amazing.